Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of January. We're finally in year 2026. We can put all of the past negative energy behind us. I mean, it was the year of the snake. I think we had 9 years of a lot of lessons that we needed to learn. I think 2025, we were kind of like just closing all those pieces, putting them to rest, closing the doors, really closing all the pieces, putting everything to rest. You know what I mean? And I think now we're going into a year, and I think it was the year of the fire horse. So that is going to bring in passion, freedom, new beginnings. And I think like we can see in this reading where we're kind of headed towards and kind of see where we need to align, so that we have our best foot forward for the new year. That's why the reading's coming out pretty much the first week of January. So we can kind of get aligned in that, because this is it, guys. Like, we are claiming our stuff. I feel like the past few years have been chaos, especially 2020. I think things kind of got blown up in our faces. So let's bring in 2026 on the best note ever. So just remember, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. But we'll get a vibe right now for what's going on. Oh, this came out, so that has to be important for you guys. Aspirant, ambition, diligence, setbacks. So this is for, again, not the new year, not the whole year. We're just looking at January right now. But you guys are walking in like, it already feels like the best foot forward. I think like you're trying to bring in the new you for the new year. You have a lot of aspirations, because this is the aspirant, right? Ambition, diligence. And I feel like the setbacks is not really a negative vibe for me. I think the setbacks were things that needed to happen to open that door. So in the beginning, right, like you're going to walk in feeling like things might potentially be bad, but it's because you're still like shedding the weight of 2025. That's what it feels like. So for you, you're like, oh, like this is bad. I have a setback. But the reality is, no, it had to happen because you're walking into the new year and walking into the new you. So some things maybe you plan, I feel like a lot of you guys have some kind of plan that now either got canceled. So maybe you had a party, an event, a trip, maybe you had a cancellation or something changed. Again, places where that makes the most sense in your life. So it might not be the exact thing, but there's something that was canceled. And it feels like for you it's a setback and it feels negative, but it's not, because that is going to open a different experience up or a different opportunity. So it had to happen. So keep your mind on the same wavelength that you are, the ambition, the diligence, work towards whatever it is that you want, because there's a reason that that plan didn't work out, because that wasn't the right direction, and the universe did it on purpose. And again, everything happens for a reason, and I think like just having that in the front of your mind and just leading with that, only good things will come. Just not being the negative wavelength, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to pull some past, present, and future. Oops. Kind of get a vibe of what's been going on, what's going on currently. And we're just going to pull that out. And what's to come in the future. And again, I don't believe whatever I give you for the future that is set in stone. I feel like that is your guides telling you, hey, if you stay on this present path, that you know, this is where it will end. But if you change whatever is your current path and you don't like it, then this could change. So everything is moving pieces, in my opinion. I think you have control of your own destiny. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the past. So you have the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. I feel like there has been some momentum. Maybe the last 2 or 3 months, it feels like. I feel like there were opportunities that were popping up, like you had an opportunity for really something passionate, so something emotional. Maybe a new relationship came in, maybe you're starting to date. There's some kind of like momentum within that. So you might have taken a hiatus from dating for a while, and you got yourself back in, and now you're trying to find yourself. Like there's some kind of momentum in finding yourself, or within this relationship with this person. So there's kind of like a beauty in that, like a hope, and something that could be flourishing into something great in the past. Like you had that feeling that this was just, this opportunity came in and there's a lot of hope within it. And you kind of are sticking to that direction of where you, well, in the past, right? Like you have stuck to that direction of keeping moving forward, either within dating, something that gives you passion and happiness. Doesn't have to be a relationship aspect. So again, places where it makes the most sense. But it is 100% a lesson that you are learning within yourself. So I feel like you have grown through some experiences. So that's why I'm saying like might be dating, because again, Ace of Cups here is a lot of it is tied to a relationship. It doesn't have to be, but a lot of times it's tied to a relationship, something new, and it's making you learn something about yourself. Whether it's good or bad, it's giving you the opportunity to kind of grow. And whatever happens within that relationship or your dating experience, it doesn't matter, because the positive of what happened in the past was that you grew and are a completely different person walking into 2026. So that is beautiful. I already love that. See, I still see the ambition, the diligence. I think a lot of you guys are really working on yourself, and I think that's beautiful. So what is currently happening right now? We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Justice card, and then we have the Sun in reverse, which for me, I there's a lot of things happening right now. So that's where the setback kind of feels like you think it's negative and it's not. I just don't feel like it is. I feel like you have set yourself up to be in a position where you're comfortable. And again, there's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt that has happened in the past, which is why you like past, way before whatever this past reading is. I feel like there was an opportunity to again start a new experience, start fresh. That's this past reading is showing me. And you've built up a stable ground for yourself by yourself. And so when you let someone else in, or a new experience in, or a new opportunity in, there is a sense of like judgment kind of. And it's like you, I'm not saying like you are judging everyone, but you have a wall up and you're analyzing and thinking about things and all this stuff. And that's where there's like a little bit of a setback. Okay. That's where the setback is, because you're not letting karma come in. It doesn't feel like you are allowing people to show you who they really are and let them kind of dig their own grave. You're kind of like already just having like some kind of judgment and like, oh, I see a red flag, so I'm gonna push them away, or have conversations, or like be extra careful. And it's just comes from trauma. But the Sun in reverse is showing me that there's like something about this that might be a delay, might be a setback, because you are putting up some kind of a wall. And it feels like there might be, and again, there could be an opportunity like for you to walk away, but it does feel like this situation might end up being something positive, but you're not going to even get to that point, because you're going to kind of leave that. That's what's kind of going on in the present. Maybe you're thinking about it, maybe this is something that's like boiling in your mind, and everyone's situation is different. It might be the fact that like, yeah, might not be meant for you. Again, you make the decision that is meant right for you and what feels right, and go with it. And I think there's a sense of again, not really letting like karma, like the balance of that just happen and play out on itself. I think you're trying to control a lot more than you kind of think or let on. And that's like part of our learning experience. Again, this is all learning, but I do, again, this is where that setback is feeling like it's happening, and it's currently happening in the present. So I think like you walking into the new year, you feel like it's a bad thing, but like it's not. The universe will take situations out, take trips out, take opportunities out, take people out of your life that wasn't meant for you, because you have an image of what you want, right? This is manifesting. There's a video that I posted about manifesting. There's an image of someone that you want, and that is not completely that person. If that makes sense. So they will remove them so that the next opportunity comes in. And again, this is also a lesson about yourself. So there's a lot of like things to kind of decipher for 20 or the beginning of 2026 for January, but I don't see anything really bad. It's almost like everything happens for a reason. So let's go ahead and see the future. So there's a lot of things happening right now. So in the future, I'm having the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups. So yeah, in the present, this is more of a conversation you're having internally in your head. Maybe you had conversations with the person, because if this is a relationship, it feels like you were having conversation with them and you kind of going back and forth about what you want to do. In the future, right now, where you stand with this wall that you have up, and again, it doesn't have to be a person, it could be an opportunity, a situation, a trip, whatever, you're walking away from it. So the future feels like, again, you're hanging on. I'm going to show you something. So you have the Ace of Cups in your past. So an opportunity has shown up. So this is about this subject, something that gives you passion, not passion, like emotional, something that feels very emotional and happy. And that's why, like, most of the times it's tied to a relationship, so it could be. And here's the Ace of Cups again. And this is in your future, right? See, this is divinely handed opportunity for a new beginning in love and something that gives you passion. Why I keep saying passion, happiness, and like that emotional comfort. Okay. And this is you. This is like apathy. This is like boredom. This is like, okay, like I just, I've seen everything this person has to offer. They're showing me their true colors, which by the way could mean that they're just not for you. That's totally fine. But I think the universe is like, here, but like you're like, no, like this is too much. And like the beauty of that, like the universe will not give you anything that isn't on purpose. It's either a lesson or is meant for you in some way for you for the long haul, right? It's always meant for you. So you can make that choice, because again, I feel like you can control the moving pieces. This is your life, your narrative. You write it the way you want to. There's a start and an end and whatever. And if you don't pass the lessons in life, like I feel like we come back and have to relearn our life lessons, right? That's just how it is. And our guides in the universe trying to guide us in that direction, right? But you're walking away from whatever it is you received in the past before 2026. And there is some kind of heartbreak. I feel like there's sense of words that are going to be said that isn't kind, caring. So it could be friendships that end. This could be a friendship, this opportunity to make new friends, a new group of people. And it's just, it got very, at the end, of just shit. Like the way that it ends, it almost is going to validate what you've experienced and make you feel like you made the right decision. So at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong, right? It's what makes you feel comfortable and what feels right. But this is what we see for 2026 January. Like there's going to be a lot of changes, and I feel like you're going to think like this end, whatever's happening in the future, this end is going to be a marking of like, this is going to be a bad year. Please understand that it is not. There is a setback for a reason, because you are pushing for something bigger. And I want that to be very, very apparent for you for this reading, because it is super, super strong and important to realize that like everything happens for a reason, because something bigger is coming for you, because you want big things and you are manifesting this. You are in control of your destiny. You are writing your story. So if something here doesn't fit, you can eliminate it and change it and move it and walk away. And that's why it's not there now or in the future. It's because it's not up to par. So if this reading did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so I don't miss one of these. Leave a comment if there's something more that you want to hear, if there's another way that you would like me to do a reading. I would like to at some point do personal readings. I am writing a book currently. It kind of it's a romantic sci-fi like adventure kind of book, so it's not about like just it's a novel. And but it talks about like energy and how we're connected and everything and what I believe in. And I don't know, I'm excited about it. So this is kind of one of my new chapters and I want to share it with you guys. This is like the first time I'm actually putting on the videos. So I will put in a link at some point in time once I've posted it for free for everyone to read, so they can leave their comments and tell me how they feel about it, because I would love to like tweak it, because I'm so passionate about sharing this energy and like how we can change things and how we are, like I said, in control of our destiny and how energy is all around us. Definitely watch the manifesting video because I talk about that a lot. So I appreciate you guys for coming back and being supportive. I love all of you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.